Does the pandemic invite to different ideas about schools and the stressful lives American kids go through? Dear parents, if you have children younger than 6 years old, provide them educational creative learning tools. Have them free play more. Also utilize art, painting, drawing, cut and paste, real clay. The earthy feeling is calming. Or building blocks like Legos. If you can, teach them a music instrument. If you don't have access to a piano, you could try a recorder, a xylophone, harmonica. Learning together would also be a great option. It is proven that children who play piano do better in math. It stimulates the left and right hemispheric brain balance. Studies suggest that kids who play instruments improve academically with higher grades. For those who specifically play the piano, they perform better in mathematical ratios and fractions. There you go. And yes, I know that many parents will still get stressed that their children won't be getting enough cognitive food if there's a little bit less school as is now. Skip that fear. It doesn't help you. Do you know that in Finland, school starts at 7 years old? That means their children have a totally different early childhood. Play, play, and more play. It will make you nervous, I know. A child learns a lot through play and especially free play. Most children are ready to learn the skills of reading and writing around the age of 6, not younger. That's the reason that first grade has started for eons at 6 years old. And all that pushing at an age of 3, 4, 5 is just creating unnecessary stress for children and also for you as parents. Unfortunately, I'm sure you have heard about the high rate of suicide among students in Asian countries, where excessive stress becomes unbearable and life alienating. None of us want that for our children. Children need to be encouraged and challenged, but everything in moderation. It's just the habit of thinking that pushing children helps, without really knowing if pushing of reading and writing skills give better results by the end of high school, which is very important. And that is what matters most. You want your children to be successful in life. Let them develop their potential. They will be much less likely to reach for drugs or medications to survive in life. They will be better equipped to live happy, fulfilling lives, free of depression or suicidal thoughts. Well, going back to our Finland comparison with the USA, here are the math, science and reading scores as was measured by Pew Research worldwide. The results for the schools are reading, Finland 4th place, United States 24th place, just above world average. Mathematics, Finland 11th and United States 39th, below average. Science, Finland 5th and the US 14th, just above average. I know there are many more variables in this, of course, but it's just a good numbers to compare with each other. It is Pew Research, so it's good. Well done. The point I am making with this post is directed to less stressed childhoods. Which brings me to another factor. In what country are children the happiest in the world? According to Unicef, the Children's Organization of the United Nations, they published a report in 2017 on child well-being in 20 rich countries, which ranks the Netherlands number 1 on the list. The happiness of Dutch children is attributed to non-competitive, low-stress school culture and a good work-life balance for parents, among other reasons. Finland is number 6, and the US does not even show up in the list of the 21st countries. The Netherlands is where I am from and where my children grow up in their first years. Here's one explanation. Quote, Dutch children find it easy to talk to their parents. The Dutch approach to parenting combines old school family values with very modern respect for children's autonomy and opinions. It not only produces very happy children, but children who grow up confident, resilient, and sure of their place in the world. Children can easily discuss what's troubling them and to express their opinions. Dutch parents listen to and respect their child's and children's opinions, and it translates into producing confident teenagers. It helps them to grow and believe in themselves and their right to be heard and respected. You can find the whole research in the caption. Parents have a pretty healthy attitude towards their kids, seeing them as individuals rather than extensions themselves, and do not put pressure on them to perform. How different is that? They are realistic about their children's strengths and haven't created a culture of success where school grades are taken as a measure of worth. Although the Dutch want the best for their children and stimulate them to do their best in school for a bright future, they don't put any unnecessary pressure on their kids. Dutch parents also give their kids the freedom to explore and find their own boundaries. And during weekends, the neighborhood kids can usually be found playing out on the street. Homework is often kept to a minimum, and there is plenty of time to play and relax, and also much more recess in schools. I have friends that tell me here, it used to be like that in the United States as well. As parents, we need to think about whether or not the changes made to our educational system are working, and if not, what can we do to help our children? Back to that Unicef report about the 20th best countries for children, the United States ranked number 26 in overall child happiness. It didn't even break into the top 10 in any of the factors. For material well-being, it was ranked number 26. For health and safety, it was number 25. And for education, it was number 27. And of behaviors and risk, and for housing and environment, it was ranked number 23 in the world. Doesn't that make you think, do I really want to sacrifice my child's childhood and youth for an idea, a belief, a fear of? Doesn't that make you think, what can we change here? I mean, if your children can't look back at a happy childhood because of environmental stressors, isn't that sad? Maybe it is time, especially now that so much is changing because of the pandemic, to rethink our educational system, to look into what other countries do, why their children are happier there than those in the USA. Even Canada scored higher, number 17. I can guarantee you that much more playing outdoors, more free time during weekdays, playing with friends, and a more relaxed lifestyle translates into a big portion of the children's happiness and also doing better in school. And personally, I like to add, honoring and respecting the needs of children is a basic need for everyone. Learn more about my work or join our connected communication courses. Find the information in the caption. Thank you so much for listening.